Hello everyone, it is Friday. Hope you are all doing well on this end of the week, which I don't usually do a live the end of the week, but it worked out for me and my schedule this week. So thank you for tuning in live or on the replay. If you're here, make sure to let me know you're here, or if you don't want to make a comment, that's okay too. Just press the like or love button. And I am excited to talk about, we're on wardrobe series number 4 today, which is tops and blouses. So this is kind of all of this whole wardrobe series that I'm doing is setting the tone for the workshop, which I'm sure now you have, hi Marie, which you have heard about, that I am doing October 11th through 13th here live in the Facebook group. So how it'll work is Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, there will be a live session at noon, 45 minutes to an hour. And then if you miss that, it's totally fine. You can watch it on the replay. And I'm also going to send a recap email every day if you're registered and I have your email. And then you are going to be able to watch the video there, or there will be time to catch up. So I hope you will register. I've posted the link several times, and believe me, I'm going to continue to do it again between now and next week. And join, because there's going to be really some great information that I have never shared before. Some of my one-on-one clients have gotten little tidbits of this, but I have expanded it and made it way easier to understand, I hope. Hi, Julia. Thank you for watching. And so I just really want you all to be included and get all of this for free. Now, here's the thing. You do need to register so that I can keep in touch with the reminder emails, and to also get you the printable workbook, which you're going to be able to download and print. And that's going to help you as we're going through those 3 days. So again, it's an hour session, 45 minutes to an hour, those 3 days, live or on the replay. And then on the 4th day, we'll have a question and answer time. So like, if you're like, oh my goodness, I'm wondering about this and I'm wondering about that, you will be able to ask the questions. So again, you're going to hear a lot about this, but it's just because I'm so excited about it. I've never done anything like this before, so it's going to be fun. Julia, you are registered, so you are all set, and you are going to be getting an email later this weekend just to let everyone who's registered know, okay, you're in, you're good, and the workbook will come as we get a little bit closer. And those of you that are blog subscribers, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry about the glitch that we had, but today you got an email that basically you could scroll to the end and it says register now in big letters, and it's a link, and all you have to do is click on it. You don't even have to put any information in. Erin completely set it up for me so that you just click and you're in. So hopefully that makes up for all the past hassles. Okay, so on to tops and blouses. It's probably the wardrobe category that you have a lot of women have most of in their closets, because we tend to replace them pretty easily. We grow tired of them quicker than maybe other wardrobe categories. And we can tend to overbuy because we see a top we love, right? And who doesn't want a new top? And then sometimes we can even underbuy, where you will have that as a category where you just are feeling like, okay, I haven't found anything I really like lately. And so it can kind of become depleted as you weed things out. And that's kind of what happens, what I see in closets with the top category. Many women they really, are drawn to prints or solids, and sometimes both. And then the other thing that can happen with this category is that you can repeat. You can, just almost buy the same similar top over and over, not over and over, but you buy similar characteristics and in the tops. And that is, I can remember being in one closet, and she says, I can't really put outfits together. Things just aren't working. And what had happened is I really helped her sort things by category so that she could see what she had. But she had, every time she had gone shopping, she had really bought a lot of tops because that's what she was drawn to. Tops are fun to buy. And she was really lacking in bottoms, so no wonder she couldn't put outfits together. She had a plethora of printed sleeveless tops. I'm going to talk about categorizing a little bit more at the end. So the category the category that I'm going to talk about today with tops and blouses were often referred to as novelty tops. Now, I had never really heard that before until I went through my stylist training and certification. I mean, a top is a top, right? A t-shirt, a top, a blouse, all the same. And I understood then finally that a novelty top really could be its own separate category. And so it means something that has a floral or it has a little bit of an embellishment. So a novelty top just is something, you know, that has a detail. So like this one has a knot at the bottom. This one has a little bit of a ruffle at the top. Remember when we saw the cold shoulder? You know, that was really in for a while. Those are considered novelty tops. This is a floral, but it has, you know, kind of that little flutter sleeve. This one has a detail on the sleeve, all tops, okay? Or novelty tops. And so then sometimes, like what I'm wearing and something like this, I kind of put that in that same grouping, but they really, you know, have buttons and a collar and whatnot. So a lot of times women are going to be drawn to one versus the other. So the button-down blouses, a lot of times women will say, so this would be your typical blouse with a collar, button down, and a lot of times women will say, you know, this just isn't really a good style for me because they may have a larger chest and they have the gaping between the buttons. And that's actually one of the problems that I have. So it's really hard for me to wear a button-down blouse like this unless it has a lot of stretch. This happens to be one by Vineyard Vines and it has a lot of stretch. This one is old, but it's a Vince Camuto, and it has kind of the dressier collar of the white blouse, but we called it mixed media because it had some stretchy, you know, knit fabric that wasn't woven, and it was easier to wear, and you had a little bit more give to it, I should say, if that was something that can be a problem. So, you know, I would say I have always been more of a top person because of that, but I love a denim shirt. This one was from Target, had a lot of stretch in it. So when I quit working and worked on my own in 2018 and didn't necessarily dress up so much anymore, I really went into the denim shirt, the plaid shirt. I have other clients who, you know, it was easy for me to like, oh, you know, there's another plaid shirt, and I just love them, and I love them under a sweater. It would be rare for me to wear these as standalone things or in an outfit. And let's talk about that a minute, because many of you who don't necessarily love a third piece or don't need to wear it, this is a standalone top. You're gonna wear this with a bottom, it's completely fine. And some of you are going to wear a button-down blouse, maybe now tucked in, but it's gonna be a standalone piece, and that is completely fine. But what I ended up doing is with these plaid shirts, because I would often have the gaping, yeah, I have to size up too, Julia. It's just, and then it's a problem because it can be too big. So I have had to really be choosy about what I choose with a button down, or I put that V-neck sweater or crew neck sweater over it. And like I said, I tended to do that so much that I kind of felt like it was a uniform. I would have, you know, kind of a casual plaid shirt or a denim shirt or something like that with a sweater. And it was just, yeah, I probably still have maybe 5 to 6 of those, but I liked it. It worked, and it was easy to wear. It was warm in the winter, and it was just perfect. Now, Another thing that you could really consider a top would be a sweater that is, a lot of us will wear sweaters without a shirt underneath, because here is another thing that I hear from women is they don't necessarily like the feel of that shirt underneath. It can kind of get bunchy. And again, it's all about the feel. And we're going to talk about this so much in the workshop. And so this can be, a standalone piece is a V-neck or crew neck sweater. You may wear that without a shirt underneath that. It's a top. There's lighter weight, finer gauge sweaters that I have that I just don't even consider wearing anything under. They're just a top. So that is what part of the workshop is going to be so key, is on day 2. I'm really going to teach you, after we identify personality traits and style, we are going to really dig into how to shop and choose from those key categories. Choose things that are going to be right for you and that you are going to wear. So like I just said, some women, there's so much sensory issues with how things feel. And so there might be something that, okay, let's say there's got a little bit of wool or cashmere in it, and you have to wear something under it, or you itch thinking of a standalone top sweater, right? Or like I said, people who wear or don't want to wear a shirt underneath a sweater, again, it's so much about the feel and what is going to be comfortable to them. And so that's all going to come out in the workshop, because you don't want to, buy things like this that you're going to wear under sweaters and then you never wear it. I love it when clients will say to me, you know what, Karen, that's a really good suggestion, but I'm never going to wear it. And that really helps me understand and know them. Oh, exactly. I understand why she doesn't want to wear a shirt underneath that, or she doesn't like a V-neck. She wants it to be right here. So all of those things come out. So, what tight weave, Julia? Yeah, I get it. Flat clothes. So anyway, that's a little bit about the tops and blouses, and we're going to dig more into that. One thing that I will really highlight more, and I'm just going to talk about it really quick here, is a cami. And the camisoles have taken on so many different looks over the years. I mean, we had the stretchy ones that we wore under things, and then sometimes they peeked out underneath a top. And I have a lot of those stuck, and I'm sure a lot of us do, because they're underpinnings, they're layering pieces. We need to have those. And the other thing I wanted to really show you is that the camisoles with a little bit of lace, or even, I would call this more of a dressy camisole, that almost fits into the top category, that you could wear this under a jacket or even under a shirt like this, if it didn't have the floral, and just have a little bit peeking through. But this is what we're seeing a lot more of, are these dressy camisoles, either with lace or without. And I think they can be a really nice wardrobe addition. They can add some interest to under your blazers. It can just look a little bit different. And I can remember having the stretchy camisoles with lace years ago, and then kind of got rid of those and then just went to the plain ones. And so now that's kind of a trend that we're seeing. All right, so that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for the comments for those of you that watched. And next week, we are going to dive into shoes and boots, and that's like another key wardrobe category. Again, kind of those anchor pieces that we all need to build. And then what you're going to learn is how to really define yourself and how to choose those right pieces for you within that category. So if you haven't registered for the workshop, I hope that you will still do so. You still have all week to do it. You can catch up. Even if you can't join the first day, you can still join and catch up later. And I just look forward to it. I really am looking forward to teaching you all of this. And let me know if you have any questions. If you have trouble registering, if you're like, okay, I still don't really know what this workshop is about. It just seems so out there. It is a little bit of a different category or a different topic. It's not something that you hear a lot about in fashion. And so anyway, that's kind of why I'm doing it. Okay, there's one more thing on my list and I forgot to do this. And a lot of women, when they're now kind of switching our closets around, is really start taking inventory of your tops and all of your categories for that matter. But since we're talking about tops and blouses, it's really nice to be able to put them in category by long sleeve, by short sleeve, and then colorize within the category. You start to see at a glance that you have a bunch of printed long sleeve tops, and it becomes that visual every day you go into the closet. And it really helps when you go shopping because like, okay, I've got a lot of that category, so I really don't need that. Big mistake I made this summer, or really from a pandemic, 18 months of a pandemic. So we were going out for my birthday in August, and I looked at my closet. Now I know this sounds so cliche. I don't have anything to wear. Granted, I did have things to wear, but it had been so long since we had gone, to a nicer restaurant that I could actually dress up, that all I really had was really casual tops and t-shirts in the summer. I could have picked something that was put away that was maybe more of a winter thing that I could have made look summery with white jeans or whatever, but that was just kind of an eye-opener that I hadn't realized it myself. So that's why categorizing, taking inventory all the time, especially seasonally, is super important to do. So let me know if you have more questions about that. Thank you for watching, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you next week.